All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about a financial asset, one that you use every single day that you've probably never, ever thought of it that way. And no, I'm not talking about your phone or your car. I'm talking about your voice. Yeah, your voice. And believe it or not, in this new age of AI, that unique sound of yours could actually be a surprising way to make some money.
No, really, just stop and think about that for a second. The voice you're using to order a pizza, to chat with your friends, maybe even the voice you use to sing terribly in the shower. It just feels so, well, normal, right? So personal. But what if I told you that its ordinariness, its personal touch, is exactly what makes it so valuable right now?
Yep, you heard me. In the wild world of AI, it totally is. The whole tech landscape has just been flipped on its head, and all of a sudden, your voice is right there in the spotlight. It's not just for talking anymore. It's become a commodity. So, how in the world did that happen?
Well, it really all boils down to what you could call an AI voice gold rush. I mean, think about it. Tech companies are in this massive, frantic race to make their artificial intelligence sound less, well, robotic. And to pull that off, they need one absolutely critical ingredient.
And that magic ingredient? It's data. But not just any old data. We're talking about millions and millions of unique voice samples from real people, just like you. I mean, all those systems that power our virtual assistants, the ones that generate audiobooks, or even run those automated customer support lines, they all have to learn from us.
But here's the real kicker, the part that's super important. This isn't about finding one single, polished, perfect radio voice. Not at all. It's all about diversity. See, for AI to sound genuinely human, it needs to learn from all of us, from all the different accents, the dialects, the different ages and tones. That variety is what makes the technology actually work for everyone, and not just some tiny specific group of people.
Okay, so the demand is obviously huge, but I know what you might be thinking right now. Wait a minute, I'm not a professional voice actor, I don't have a special voice. Well, guess what? It turns out that's actually your biggest advantage. Just think about it this way, right? Professional voice acting, that's all about performance, about polish, about getting that flawless delivery. But for training AI, the goal's the complete opposite. They want authenticity. They want realism. Your unique speech patterns, the way you pause, your accent, those aren't flaws in this world. No way. They are the exact features they are desperate to find.
So where can you actually go to do this? Well, you've got the established marketplaces, places like Voices.com or Fiverr. But now, you're also seeing these newer platforms popping up that are specifically focused on collecting voice data for AI. And on these sites, you can upload recordings. Could be anything from just short little clips to reading longer scripts, and you get paid for it.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. This is where we shift from thinking about this as just a one-time gig to something much more strategic. See, this isn't just about trading a few minutes of your time for a couple of bucks. This is about building an actual asset.
And I absolutely love this quote from the source material. It says you're essentially creating a small passive income machine. A passive income machine. I mean, by building up a library of your voice samples on different platforms, you're creating something that can literally earn you money while you sleep or while you're at your day job or, out doing anything else.
So let's break down what that earning potential actually looks like. In the short term, it's pretty simple, right? You get a direct payment for the clips or the scripts you record. Easy enough. But the long-term view, that's where it gets even more exciting. You could potentially license your unique voice brand as a digital asset. Think about it. Creators or companies who want your specific style could pay to use it.
Probably the easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think about something we already do. We're all familiar with monetizing a spare room on Airbnb, right? Or renting out your car for ride-sharing. This is the exact same principle, but it's applied to something that is uniquely 100% yours. You are quite literally just renting out your voice. All right, now hold on. Before you run off and start your new recording career, there's one final and very, very important piece of advice we need to cover. Because like with any new opportunity, it really pays to be informed. You have to, and I mean always, read the fine print. You absolutely need to understand exactly how your voice recordings are going to be used. Is the platform buying the full rights to them forever, meaning they can basically do anything they want with them? Or are you just licensing your voice for a very specific purpose? You have to be completely comfortable with the terms before you agree to anything. Seriously.
So we'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Is your voice the most valuable asset you didn't even know you owned?
In a world where technology is just constantly creating these new opportunities, it's pretty wild to think that something so fundamental to who you are, your voice, could be the key to unlocking a whole new income stream. Definitely something to think about the next time you speak. Thanks for tuning in.